Before we get to Keith, this might help him remember that tomorrow is Halloween.
Yes.
Animals at the London Zoo are getting in the spirit with Halloween tomorrow. Meerkats excited by jack-o'-lanterns filled with mealworms, while the lion cubs played with pumpkins dusted with cinnamon and ground cloves. The seasonal celebration is part of the Boo at the Zoo display.
Didn't know they were into cinnamon. That's
No.
Yeah, same.
And the cloves.
Same.
Yeah.
No, look, I've done a lot of Halloween stuff, like we carve pumpkins and everything. I don't know why, it just keeps coming
keeps
coming
coming
out
Did
of my
your
mouth the wrong way.
pumpkins last at all? We didn't even carve them. We just put them out and they
They did
not
until the
last.
rain. See, once they get
right, yeah.
rained on and stuff, they get soggy, but I'm leaving it out there. Because I did my own Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I did it like, I didn't look at a stencil, I
you
just
just
like
did
did
it.
it, so I was pretty proud of it, and I was like, it will stay out there collapsed, so I won't
Right,
see
yeah,
it.
you worked hard on
Yeah.
that.
We got one more, too. I like to do two, and then the one you do tomorrow.
A fresh one.
It's fresh.
There's a whole strategy.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a lot going on for Halloween.
It's kind of a big deal in my house. This year, as we've talked about on the show, we're doing some work in my house, so it's an absolute, children cannot go on the lawn, it's not safe. So we're gonna do it like at the back of a truck or something. You know, like put it out on the street.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of people do that recently too. That way you know who wants to be the door to be knocked on and who doesn't, I guess. I'm looking
Asking
at Brian's
kids to come to your
face.
truck.
Like outside my driveway. We had some showers out there today and some drizzle that wasn't showing up on the radar. Just a dreary day, right? Cloudy throughout, and the cloud cover is still pretty thick across the state. So most of tonight will be cloudy before we start to clear out tomorrow morning. Although making the way for this warm front. And look where the warm front is right now. All this warm air. We're not going to get New Orleans warm, but we should be able to get, well, D.C. warm, at least into the 70s through tomorrow afternoon as all this warm air starts to back down to the south and west. So tonight, temperatures won't really drop all that much, and that's a function of air mass trying to warm up, but being offset by the fact that it's nighttime. And so we end up kind of flat there with temperatures in the 50s. That's where we start tomorrow morning. But by the middle of the day, we're in the mid and upper 70s in quite a few spots. I think most spots in the state will get to 70 at least, just a matter of how much warmer than that we are. And through trick-or-treating, we're likely in the 60s, upper 60s, mid 60s, depending on your location. And the mountains, of course, will be a bit cooler. And then we have a front coming through late tomorrow night into Friday morning. There will be some showers with that through Friday morning, but the air mass itself doesn't cool down until later. And so Friday midday into the afternoon, we could pop back into the 70s and get some sunshine back in there, and then the air mass does change over the weekend back to around 50 for a high temperature. So trick-or-treat forecast is looking good. Temperatures will be probably a little warmer than this. Honestly, this is an average. The coast could be closer to the upper 60s, but definitely into the mid-70s through mid-60s, I should say, through 7 or 8 p.m. at least. That front comes down, cools us down over the weekend back into the 50s. Some signs of life, though, mid next week around Election Day or maybe into Wednesday that we could pop back into the 60s once again. I don't want to say one more time because I keep saying that. So we have maybe one more shot of warm air in us. It doesn't look particularly cold through the first half of November, just on the whole. I mean, it's still November. And then, yeah, some showers possible there on Tuesday. That depends on the front. I don't think it's adverse to voting either way. It would just be some shower activity. And then we have that fallback Saturday night and Sunday. So
Busy week.
yeah, it's,
going
exactly.
on?
There's a lot of icons going on in there for sure. But I think you mentioned that was the Sunday River's trying to open tomorrow. They have like, they have like one trail, but it'll be
For
it's
people
wild
ready
to
to
be
get
able
out
ski
there.
in like the 70s in October. Like there's so many
You're
things
right.
weird about that, right?
You're right. John says he's
Is he going?
ready.
We got the new board, so we might as well.
Yeah. Gotta use it. Thank you, Keith.